I grew up in the 50s, and we made things back then pretty natural. Your soups were natural, your cereals were natural. Not all these added chemicals to enhance the flavors and create more shelf life. You know, I'm tired of these rich people putting all this nasty chemicals, and then these farmers using the nasty chemicals they use on the lands, and they call it fertilizer. Um, let's get back to the natural fertilizers. Let's get back to the natural foods. Take all these chemicals out, take all these preservatives out, and we'll have a better country. I grew up, when I grew up in the 50s, when I got a quart of milk off the guy that was delivering milk, it was milk. It wasn't filled with all these other additives, and we don't need these additives. We don't need fluoride in anything. We don't need chlorine in anything. We need purification systems. I have a I have a water treatment system that takes all the iron, all the flavor, everything out of the water, and it cost me slightly over $3,000 about 20 years ago. Um, they can create things like that you don't need chemicals. Um, it's just nonsense, and we need to realize that some of the stuff is not, it don't need to be done. It's I think a lot of it's created by big pharma so that they can sell you medicines. They do everything they can do to make you sick so that uh, rich people can get richer. So, look at reality. People don't care about people anymore. When I was a kid growing up, churches met with each other, like believers held together. Today, if I have a church, I'm not going to your church. And that's not fellowship. That's heresy. And so many things today, the church I left, the preacher was a money grubber. He asked people for money, more money, more money, more money, and he spent money foolishly. And when you realize that you're under a heretic for a preacher, um, it's hard to get out from under them because he has so many buffaloed. But when you find a true preacher who's preaching the true gospel, that's the desired thing that a Christian wants, is to hear the pure blood of Jesus Christ preached from the pulpit. And I want you people to know that I pray for you. I ask God to soften your heart and that you come to salvation. Please hit my subscribe channel, hit the like button, and pass it on, and pray for